Family.
Business.
Family.
Business.
Family.
Business.
Cool. So we know everybody in here family. Everything we talk about today, this is between us. I heard a lot of great poets. Can we give them a round of applause? Touching on some real serious issues. So when I step on the mic, I want y'all to know I'm not an entertainer. Not an entertainer. Poet, P-O-E-T, for me, that means provoke emotion. So when I step on the mic, I want y'all to feel something. Before this night is over, I want y'all to feel me. So this next piece, I want y'all to feel it. I remember faith and patience was our greatest weapon. Our greatest fears keep us grounded, but our ambition keeps us from drowning. Dream chasing the manifestation. As I look around, I wonder if I even put a dent in the pavement. See, our environment influences what we strive for. Motivation is determined by what we've been exposed to. Because controlling the mind is as easy as controlling the programming. So as you scroll through the channels, which seem to range in the thousands, just remember the narrative and rhetoric is controlled by 6 different media outlets. Whether it be Pookie from New Jack after picking up a drug habit, or for the majority of the boys in the hood, the only way out is a D1 scholarship. But if you take the wrong way home, you'll suffer the same fate as Ricky! Before his back got hit, and it seems we're sticking to the script, waiting on the plot twist. Like, why I gotta flip through and see my people harassed on the TV screen? Between the producer, director, news reporter, they misrepresented with every scene, portraying our people in such a poor light, plastering the pictures of victims and suspects every night. They got the whole world thinking everything is as it seems. And what if our self-image affected our self-esteem? Like, if I saw myself represented on a basketball court, would I strive to make the team? What about the courthouse? What about the ones written off as lost causes? What about the fact that we're underrepresented as bosses, but overrepresented as drug lords, corporate dogs, law enforcement, or less fortunate? And what if we did paint a positive image of a black male figure? Would it be a superhero or unimaginable gifts? Or would it be a super cop fighting for justice? Or would he reinforce some American ideal in order to gain universal appeal? See, controlling and creating a false image is as dangerous as creating a false idol. Just like the devil is dark and Christ is white, and we've been perpetuating the same concept since childhood. See, they poison the youth because they know one day they'll grow to tell the truth. Like how we live in an oppressive system, not just because of systematic racism, but because of lack of representation. It's an ideological preference that benefits less than a quarter of the nation. And man, I wish we could lean on each other, because then we'll never fall. And they say that's just the way life is. And I say life is determined by the way we live. See, I got a homie out in Hollywood who said he'll never give up the dream. Another in the trap that don't know the difference between real life and make-believe. What do we all have in common? We all seem to be chasing something, hoping it doesn't elude us. In this game of riches, who will be crowned the loser? Because somewhere in the midst of this misconception, we lost the purpose of life. Lost the definition of what's right. One thing we could never lose is the will to fight. Like how we let the Native Americans die for their land, as we watch from the distance on CNN. And we could see our government bomb foreign lands as if it was part of the feature presentation. And we can step over the homeless and the poor as long as we step over closer to 1 billion. Nah. I said, how could we see our government bomb foreign lands as if it was part of the feature presentation? And we could see bodies drop not realizing they were just children. And I could step over the homeless and the poor as long as I step closer to 1 billion. And I done got cold, boy, I done got cold. But I pray I never stop feeling. And I pray I never stop caring. See, the worst part, the saddest sons don't even tear up no more. They just pop a pill and throw their middle finger to the ceiling screaming, fuck the law. Because you wasn't there when we were poor. You saw us as a threat the moment we stepped in the door. You told us we could be anything we wanted. But after reality TV, reality sets in. My character was typecasted. They gave us roles we never signed up for. Took things away before we knew they was ours. Then had the nerve to tell us not to feel entitled. When rich men don't pay taxes and the poor break their backs. And I still left a homie to another black man. I mean, how could all this happen? They said slavery ended back then, but this is much worse. There's no expression and oppression. Rebel.